So I'm back out here working on the Kawasaki 650 SX. I actually had this out on the lake this last weekend. Started out okay, then it blew the coupler off, tightened it all back up, blew the coupler off down here. So I'm really not sure. Just kept seeming to have problems. When it blows the coupler off, so before it blows it off, it's just kind of boggish. It doesn't really seem to be running great. It blows the coupler off and all of a sudden I have a lot of power. I tried putting a clamp here and clamping down and restricting the water going to the water box, thinking maybe that would help. It didn't do anything. That's when it blew it off a little lower. So I'm really not sure what's going on. Maybe my water box is plugged, or I'm not real sure what's going on. So right now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to check my compression, just kind of see where I'm at compression wise with this head and the way this engine, because I really don't know much about it. Maybe it's high compression. I don't know if this thing, I'm guessing it's probably in the 150 range, but we'll see here. I'm not real sure what all's been done to this motor. So I'm going to start with that. I think what I'm going to do first, I may go ahead and pull the water box out, pull the fuel tank, all that out, get the water box out and check it out. Maybe it's plugged up with crap. Yeah, it's really odd. I'm not real sure what's going on. So like I said, it blows it and the thing has all kinds of power until it fills the hole with smoke. And I mean, it feels good. So I'm thinking maybe my water box is plugged up or something along those lines. I didn't notice any heating or cooling issues or overheating this time. I was getting water out both holes until it blows the couplers off. So I think all that has been resolved. Now it's just a matter of finding out why I'm having the issues I am blowing my exhaust apart. So yeah, it's really odd. And I can't, before I put this pipe down where it was kind of against the bottom. The other thing that's weird about this pipe is there's no bracket. I thought about maybe taking it and welding a bracket there to maybe hold it in place. Maybe that's just it. Maybe there's enough down pressure or pressure off of it that's what's causing it. Again, not real sure what is going on. So I'm actually going to start this I'm going to pull the plugs here, check my compression, kind of see where I'm starting at there, and then I'm going to jump into pulling this water box. One thing I may do is actually just 90 it out, bring it straight out this side and run without one for a weekend, just to see if it runs right. If it runs right, then hey, it's probably something to do with the water box, whether I need to modify it or get an aftermarket or figure out there's crap in it or what's going on. So anyway, I'm gonna get started on this. I'll cut back here in just a second when I test for compression. All right, so front cylinder, we are running 145. So I'm gonna go ahead here and check the back cylinder. So back cylinder is running right at 130, 135, somewhere right in there. So decent compression. It's not that bad on either cylinder. So I think we're good there, and it's not crazy high by any means. So I don't think has anything to do with my issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the plugs back in it. The plugs actually look really good too. They're both wet, maybe a little black, but nothing major. So happy with the plugs and the compression right now. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm actually going to pull this exhaust off one more time and probably yank the battery out of it and see what we can do. I may, yeah, we'll see here. I'm gonna kind of mess around here and see what all I can do, what all I gotta pull out, I guess, to get this gas tank up and out of here. I may have to pull this plug, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's gonna clear over the top of that or not, but we'll see. So right now I'm putting these back in just so I don't get anything in the top of the head. But yeah, so I'll cut back here in just a second after I yank the battery and pull this exhaust off. I may try leaving the exhaust actually. Maybe just try pulling the battery. Maybe. We'll see. So cut back here in just a second. See how far I get here. Okay guys, I was able to get the fuel tank out with basically just pulling the battery. I had to pull this little cap off here, pull it off, and it'll come right on up. But make sure you drain quite a bit of the fuel out. I had a little bit, you guys can see a little bit spilt in there, because when you start tipping that neck, it'll come out the fill side of it. But If you get it down to where there's not much left in the bottom, you won't have much to worry about. I didn't spill a whole lot. Mine was probably a touch under quarter, but also got the water box yanked out of here. So, yeah, just in case anybody's wondering, yeah, I'm not sure what causes that, but that's actually where the hose blew into. So I'm not real sure what I'm gonna find when I pull these clamps off here. It's kind of odd that it literally split that hose, which is this radiator hose. Again, I don't believe it got hot, but yeah, just really odd. So I'm gonna yank both of these couplers off and see what's going on the inside, and I'll cut right back. Okay guys, I got this pulled off. I don't know if you guys can see down in that first one there, but it looks clear. One thing I noticed when I tapped this a little bit, you guys can see all that sand down in there. So you guys can kind of see the sand that's in here. I don't know that that's it. Again, I think I'm gonna hook some air onto this side and just see kind of what comes out with the air compressor. But yeah, I'm really not seeing anything that bad. Like I said, that one's clean all the way down. I got some sand in there, quite a bit. Looks like that's sitting in the bottom of that. It is sucked up at some point, but yeah, nothing really else is standing out. So yeah, I'm still kind of at a loss. One, why it's blowing that, unless, again, I really didn't notice it getting as hot as what it had been. Maybe I need to pull my heads. Like I said, I can blow air through all my lines. The next step, maybe my wear ring back here. But like I said, I did have water flowing out. And you really can't see up in there very well, but a little bit I can see, it doesn't look that bad. Again, I have pulled these hoses off. I've blown them all out. So yeah, I'm kind of at a loss, because this one on this side is one of the cooling hoses, which I got brought right there in the middle. Your other cooling hose is that black one, which is also where it's supposed to be. So yeah, I'm really kind of at a loss as to what's causing my issues. Again, I don't really see anything in here on the pump side that would be causing any issues or causing it not to pump water up to here. So yeah, still kind of at a loss. So I'm gonna keep messing around with this. Like I said, I'm gonna blow some air through this air box and we'll see what happens. But yeah, not sure. All right, so I actually blew the water box out. Nothing, it really had nothing in it. So air flowed through it pretty easily. So I went ahead and pulled the head. I don't really see anything here outside of maybe this gasket. I need to do my research. I don't know if this is the right gasket. If they even had this on the right direction, maybe even. You guys can see if you put it on this way, some of these holes kind of line up better. If I get the thing to go back down on here. There we go. There we go. So you guys can see these holes all clear. If you take this off and flip it over, which I honestly do not remember which way it was on there. Yeah, it looks like it was that way. So looking at the wear spots, what I'm looking at here. So it looks like it was this way. But the thing that's kind of odd, like I said, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, if this is the right gasket to have with it. If it is, yeah, I don't see any issues there. Cylinders all look really good. Don't really see any issues there. This one's a little bit more worn. It's got some wear marks, but nothing that you can really feel. So I said maybe the cylinders are a little worn, but the compression was all good on it, so I'm not super worried about it. Yeah, but still, it's just a little odd what's going on with it. So right now I'm gonna go do some research. I'm gonna leave it like this for tonight because again, I'm not sure where to go from here. I know I'll probably order some silicone hoses for this because like I said, I did, that's just radiator hose that I picked up. Read a lot of stuff online. Some guys said it worked, some said it didn't, but I was kind of in a pinch with the ones I had blown out. So get the right hoses. Again, that doesn't really help me as far as why it keeps blowing them off, even with the clamps tight. Yeah, I'm not real sure. So anyway, I'm gonna keep doing my research, see what I can come up with. And for right now, I'm gonna leave it at this. If you guys have any suggestions on this, let me know. Feel free to leave that in the comments. We'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.